Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today, Botanical Beauties, and I have finished my Black Eyes Susan, and what I want to do is set up the threads that I need and what I'm going to do in the flowers below. Now these flowers are pre-printed on this linen tablecloth, so I did drop a little bit of blue. I've got beads down below there, so I just need to get my hoop into position. I did drop a little bit of blue into those, so I will continue with blue for that. Now the lady that owned this pre-me, you are just not the nicest of hoops, but once I wrangle you, you do a good job. Yeah, the lady that had this before I found it, she has stitched through here. Now, as a tribute to her, I have sort of given myself the rule that I don't unpick her work, which so far has blended nicely. And I've just matched where I could, like these orange ones here. She had stitched those, and then I blended the rest. All that work is me, but yeah, so, and those little flowers were her. So there's been like little smatterings of her work through it, and then I've just blended. So that's the plan. Now she has worked this here, and she's got little yellow Fudgy. How are you? Fudgy's now appeared on the scene. So what I want to do is carefully not move the chair that I run over Fudgy's tail. So just aware of Pussycat. Pussy, move your tail. I've got my threads here. I've got a little bowl, and I'm just going to work across. Oh my goodness, there's never enough room, is there? I'm just going to work across all of these flowers and put together a plan. Now I think I need some more work in the center of that yellow where the lady was. And I might use something like this. It's a variegated silk thread. Yeah, pussy. And I think, let's have a little try. Need a needle. The design repeats itself. Once you get to the center, that then appears on the other side. So once we sort of work out this, so I can see, I don't know if you guys can see, in amongst that yellow that this lady has stitched, there is the black print. So I can see the black from the printing of the design, is what I'm trying to say. So what I'm thinking, just to thicken it up a little bit and warm it up, because these are so warm, maybe I can do some more. What did she do? Is that a grub stitch or a satin stitch? Actually, I think it's a little stem stitch. Okay, let's follow her lead and do just a little stem stitch in amongst the gaps. Yeah, that's better. Gosh, that's going to take ages. But I think it's worth it. I'll do a couple more. My thread just keeps on threading. So I'll just go then to another little gap. I might zoom it right in. Zooming in's tricky because if I move my hands ever so slightly, you guys will lose me. I will lose you. Yeah, this is good. So I'm just doing 3 little stitches. It's not even stem stitch. It's just 3 little stitches to put a little mark in between her bright yellow stitches to warm up the centre of this flower. Even the pink that she has chosen there is quite a warm pink. It's been fun trying to match threads. Okay, 3 little stitches. Yep. And then I might just stay away from the outer edge so it gets a little bit softer and spikier on the outer edge. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Another one there. I think having this tone of variegation is going to look really, really neat. Okay, done. Happy with that. All right. Let's end that off. I can do that as my homework. So that little thread is in. It's a pretty little thread, that one. These silk threads came from this business. Bought them around COVID time. I'm not sure if they're still doing them, but I've really like stitching with them. They're so soft and so pretty. I don't use them a lot. They were not cheap, but I think it was like a starter pack I got or something. Gosh, that was like 2.5 years ago now. So, the flower. What are we going to do with you? Previous stitching, she did like a blanket stitch. Oh, that's not even a blanket stitch. That's just, so that's where she worked, but I didn't finish it up. And that's mine. Maybe I can do the same here, but we just find a pink that suits. Let's have a little look. Let me zoom back out before I forget where I'm at. I feel like there's a shadow. See that there, Fudgy? You are so dangerously going to get squished, Mr. Fudge. He's lying right under the wheels of my chair. Oh, the thought of it, it's just horrifying. There's a light bulb above me that looks twisted. I was cleaning the other day and I think I knocked one of my bulbs, so hang with me, guys. Just going to direct. That didn't help at all. That's just made more of a shadow. Okay. Okay. Get back to stitching, girl, and stop fiddling around with your lights. All right. Sit back down. I'm sitting down. Okay. Pink. We need a soft pink. Yeah. Let's try this one. It's got a bit of warmth about it. Let's see how this little guy goes. And the needle, of course, is not suitable. This must be a number 5 pearl cotton. It's just got a little bit more structure to it. So if we were to maybe, I sort of feel like I'd like to do a what am I wanting to do? Just a simple stitch stacked on top of each other. give it a bit of a raised edge, which I like the idea of. I just got to follow the inside edge. And what I will need to do is find a pink then to outline the other petals, you know, outline them first, and then come through with this guy and just stack side by side a stitch to give it a little detail. Do we like that? Don't pull. Oh, fudge, don't you like it? Well, I like it. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's got a softness about it. Just need to find a pink that matches that outline. Then I can stem stitch the edge. Is what she's done. This will chew through that thread. I continue doing it the way I am with the wrap. I really enjoy doing these old doily prints. Yes, fudge. Yeah, fudgy puss. He wants me to go to the couch and have some fudgy time. You'll get that today because we can do this stitching, fudge. And it won't be too much movement to annoy the cat. Go through this palaver of making you go to the lounge and sit with him, and then if I wriggle too much, he gets annoyed and goes to bed anyway. It's like, fudge, I just relocated for your needs and now you've wandered off. Typical cat. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's going to be pretty. I'll just end that off. That's a definite. And we will need to find a pink that can be my outline, match into the lady prior. Let's see what we can find. It looks like fudgy pussy. Looks like it's 2 strands, and it looks like that one. I think that's it. That'll do the trick. Okay, now the little blue flowers. What are we going to do there? Pussy, what do you think? I don't want to hide the fact that there is paint in there, so it might be just a simple outline. It's a real sky blue. Yeah, I think that one. Let's have a try. It'll match that. And maybe just a stem stitch. Stem stitch is a bit tricky on curves, so I'm going to do a split back stitch. Fudge, please. Pat the cat. All right, stop. Needles down. Pat the cat. Everyone with the cat on your lap, pat the cat. Hey, Fudge? You've just put the command out that everyone must stop. All right, the Fudge is happy. Let's do a split back stitch. So I'll come up, into the center. And then back through that first stitch about halfway. That's it. Split. Now we're off and racing. Sort of helps disguise the holes that your needles make. When you just do a straight stitch, you're going back into the hole which it just previously came up through. But by burying your needle into that stitch, it gives you a really flat, cohesive colour line. It's a really clever little stitch. I probably use that more than any. Yeah, that's good. That's going to make quite a chunky little flower, which will hold its own with these chunky flowers. And I can see the blue still. There's like a smudge of that blue. Right in there. Little blue flowers. Love it. I could then put a little white or cream, and probably white, maybe cream, French knot in the center, just to break it up a little bit. There's a few hours work in this. Okay. That goes there. See, I'm doing, instead of stab stitching as in one stroke at a time with the needle passing through the fabric, I'm trying to do it in two movements, so in and coming up further along. Just speeds it up a little bit. I'll be here all day otherwise. And if there's a bit of play in your hoop of the fabric, you can do this. So I should be able to finish this little blue flower. He's going to be a strong little guy, as in he's a bold little flower. But that's okay. I'm happy with that. He's only an outline, so he shouldn't be too powerful. Oops. One petal to go, and then we will find something to go in the center. We could use a bead. What about a little white bead? That would be sweet. I don't have any beads close by, so let's assume I do a bead. So I'm pretty confident I will. Having said that, we will just have a quick look. Could do a dark blue French knot. There we go. There's our little blue flower. So let's just get some blue thread. Sort of feel like we could pull off a little knot. No, it's too blue. What about we did a pink one? It's a bit random. Little pink knot in the center. Don't mind that. Something different. My instinct was white cream, you know, pretty childlike thinking there. Let's just have a play with a little pink knot. got a little piece of thread here. We'll do a French knot. 1, 2, 3. We'll make it 4. Let's make him bold. Yeah, there we go. Yes, I like that. It's a little bit more unexpected. 1 pink knot. I'll bring him up. See that? That'll help pick up all those pinks there too. Very good. And I have a piece of thread already. Gaz has just arrived, so he's going to have to close that door between the lounge and my room. So I'll pop that thread in there. Yes, Fudge, he's just spotted his father. He's just spotted his father. Yes, you go sit with Dad. Quick, if you get there quick, you'll be on the other side of the door. Alrighty, so we got a wash of these pinks and blues and the yellows. So what colour do we do then? What colour have we done them in the past? We've got some purples and some oranges, I believe. Yep, purple and orange. What colour? Blues. Take Fudgy with you, Gaz. He's only going to bellow at the here he goes, through he goes. That's it. Off you go. Now, see when they get to the door frame, they sniff the door frame and just stand there. He's not in or he's not out. Make a decision, Fudge. No, leave him. Now he's sitting in the door frame. That's it, he's with me. Gaz has given up on him. Now he's looking through the glass at Gaz going, meow, meow. Hello. Hey, Fudgy, come back here. Puss, puss. He needs to go back to bed. I also need to work on this green. It's a very bright green. Let's do that next. I don't know what colour to do those flowers, guys. Oh, she's bright. I think it'll be that one. Frog green. And then she's used a second green there. Yeah, I know, Fudge. Dad's locked you in here with me. I don't have... Fudgy. I don't have anything close to that colour. I can definitely do... Maybe I'll go paler. Paler. What about this green? Is it too... Yeah, that's... I think it'll be that and that. Okay. Flowers. I don't know. Pink, orange. Oh, look, hello. Look, 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 look. We have a little yellow flower here. Okay. There we go. We're going to do some more yellow flowers. So let's try and match that stranded cotton first. We could go lemons. No. It's like a warm yellow. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So what do we mix with it? What about cream? Let's soften it right down. We could do that. Like my instinct was lemon, but no, I don't think so. I'm thinking along the lines of the cream, but my concern is it won't be seen. What else could we do? Don't look at the pinks, don't look at the blues. That eliminates all that. So now we have, let me zoom up. Do we need another colour? maybe she has satin stitch to this little guy. So maybe I do some satin stitch, some split back stitch to outline them. And then maybe I bring a little burnt center into them. So this sort of tone, just to put a little pop of that in the center. Let's have a play with that. So how many threads do you think she used there? I'm going to say 2, maybe 3. What have we got here? Like, I sort of don't mind 4. But what have we got here? We've got 4. 4 works up quickly. And the girl likes quick. 2 is laborious. 4 would be a lot more pleasurable. I sort of feel they're a bit matchy to those, but it would drag your eye to the yellow, you know. Okay, how did she do these? It's a satin stitch. She went at an angle up the petal. So start in the center of the flower and stitch sideways up the petal. Oh, seriously. Yeah, 4 will work. Just need to keep the needle threaded. Okay, so we've got this slight angle needing to be done. Don't pull it tight because it's rather loose weave linen, so you'll just create holes. There we go. That's quick. I like that. Little yellow flower. Really looks good once you iron your work too, because you get that vintage fancy work look that you have when you pick up doilies at thrift stores. It's like it's been burnished. Yes, Pussa? Okay. Next petal. Yeah, I think if I then outline some of these just with a simple outline stitch, I could also come back and drop a little bit of colour in there with my Inktense pencils if I feel like it needs just that little bit extra. Fudgy's just had a big drink of water. I need to drop it back to 3 strands too. It's just a little bit too chunky. Might be all right once I finish, but I could probably do 1 or 2 with 4 strands, but then I think the rest need to be 3 because it's sort of distorting the shape of the petal a little bit. So 3 might be a little better. Oh, what's going on? Maybe once it gets flattened. And I think I'm going to keep my angle not as angled. Feeling like that is the better way to go for 4 strands. Maybe 3 strands allows you to do more of an angle. Okay. So there's my little flower. Now, that's a definite. Let's have a look at the center. I think we put a little orange center in it. Pussy. He's got plenty of food in his bowl. He's just had a drink. He's now looking at the glass where Dad is and wants to go. Let's do another little 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just climbed into his bunk. No, he hasn't. He's back out. He's having some more breakfast. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's what we're going to do. All right. I think that's pretty much all of it planned out. I have a feeling I might bring a paler yellow into this as well, just to break it up. So the centers will be that. I don't think I want to do orange flowers, but let's pick just a softer yellow. Where was that one I did have? Oops, just knocked the camera. Too similar. Sort of the same, but not. Where's that lemon? What if we went more of a gold? Let's just have a little dig over here. Maybe we go that colour. It's a bit flat. That's the one. Yeah, I'm going to do that one. I guess if it doesn't look right, I can always change it. Is there a variegated satin one? It's that colour. No. All right, that's it. Put the threads away, girl. I think that's it. There's our colour palette. Bar that green, which is pretty bloomin' jarring, but that's what's there, so that's what we're going to go with. Might be just a thing to give it a bit of a pop. If I hate it, I might change something there, but I think it'll be okay. All right, there's my tray. There's my work. I'm off. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.